How is it going, everyone? In quite a change, Konami is doing a live ban list drop on the ending of the YCS Anaheim, which is live. I just woke up, which is why I'm brushing my hair. Open Twitter, first thing I see is a post saying at the end of the stream we will be dropping the live YCS, the live new Forbidden Limited ban list. Which is insane. This is something they've definitely never done before. But hey, this is kind of sick. I much prefer this as a way of dropping ban lists, opposed to randomly dropping a tweet at, God, like 7 AM in the morning US time. Anyway, as I woke up, finals is literally on, and it's bloody Triff. So, yeah, Penn best deck. Triff won a YCS.
I don't know how else to describe it. Came in 32nd place, and somehow, some way, he wins the YCS. Steven. Triff.
Okay, ban list has just dropped. We're gonna go ahead here.
You guys are missing out. You gotta come. Let's go.
Let's go, Triff. Let's go, Triff. Let's skim ahead to get to the ban list. It's not surprising that Raziel has had such a huge impact. This is really cool, actually.
WCS commentator and Konami representative, Jerome!
Dropping the ban list through a Kaiba Court briefcase.
Jerome, the people have been waiting.
Okay. What do we want? What do we want? I want to have a multi-deck format. Everything's just gotten super budget, so I don't want them to just kill everything that got cheap. But I want more Fiendsmith hits, and I really want more decks back. Give me some Pen love. Come on, guys. Tier limit, it would be great. It's never happening. Give me some Pen love.
All right, up first. What are we gonna see here?
Start with the unlimits.
Okay.
Start with the unlimits.
Okay.
Unlimits.
Set it up.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Starting with Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos.
Okay, that was obvious. Blaster to 3.
Dino Wrestler, Pankratov.
Panka 3!
Lunalite Tiger.
Tiger 3, okay, yep.
Redox, Dragon Ruler.
Yep, Redox at 3. All the rulers will be at 3.
Rescue Ace, Airlifter.
Okay, Airlifter free.
Tempest, Dragon Ruler
Tempest.
of Storms. Tidal, Dragon Ruler of Waterfall.
Yep, so all rulers are at 3. That was no surprise.
Thunder Dragon Colossus.
Colossus to 3, yep, that's fine.
Ebe, the World Chalice Justiciar.
Ebe at 3, okay, matching the Master Duel.
And finally, Opening of the Spirit Gates.
Again, Spirit Gates at 3. Okay. Yeah, all stuff that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's all fine. Everything there can come back to 3. Pank at 3 is pretty cool. I'm fine with all of that. Yep, nothing wrong with any of that.
All right, Jerome, that was a lot of unlimits. You were right about that. What's coming next?
Semis?
Next up is the semi-limit.
Okay, what's semi?
Fewer of these.
Always fewer of these.
All right, here we go. Semi-limited. Cyberjar.
What?
Danger. Jackalope.
Cyberchar to 2? Okay.
Danger. Tsuchinoko.
Okay, Danger's coming back.
Ava.
Ava, okay. Didn't make much of an impact
And
at 1.
finally,
That makes sense.
Performapal Monkey Board.
Yo, we've got 2 monkey board now. Okay. That's not bad. That's pretty okay, actually. Little buff to Pend. Not a big buff, but 2 monkey board's pretty good. We need Electro. Come on. This is the big one. What is going to 1? I need to hear some Pendulum.
All right, Jerome, that's a semi-limit.
Give me Electromite, for
next?
God's sake.
Are we ready for some limits?
Yes! What's limited?
All right, I got some limits.
Hit some Fiendsmith,
Let's start
bring back
with-
some stuff.
Tenpai Dragon Chundra.
Good. Good. Chundra to 1. Great hit.
Apologies to our runner-up. Next up is Phantom of Yubel.
Yes! Phantom of Yubel has to be at 1. That is a good hit. That is a good hit.
Apologies to our runner-up once again, but Sangan Kaiman.
Sangen to 1.
And finally, one
what?
card is also going from Forbidden to Limited.
Only one card? What is it?
It
Lecture Bite,
is.
Lecture Bite, Lecture Bite.
Zodiac
Ah, Dryden. It's Dryden.
Barrage.
Oh, Barrage. What? What does putting Barrage to 1 do? That does nothing. Ah. Okay. Well, Barrage is getting a reprint in Legendary Collection. No, Rarity Collection 4.
All right, Drum, you got the crowd
Man,
electric
nothing else
with
came
the
back.
limits. I think there's one thing
I think the
left.
Master Duel
Let's
ban
not
list
keep
sort
the
of
people
set it up a
waiting.
different way. Like,
Got 'em right
the
here.
way the Master
The
Duel
cards
ban
that
list
are
was
now
just so
submitted
happy
in
to
the
bring
advanced
things
format.
back, I think was some of the threw us a
They
bit
are.
off. Okay, what's banned? What's gotten rid of?
Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
Why?
Jaugen the Spiritualist.
Okay. Still refusing to hit Sanctifier.
And finally,
Only 3 bans?
Original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye.
An original. Okay.
And that is the new Forbidden Unlimited card list update. That list is going to take effect tonight at midnight.
Thank you very much, Jerome. One more time, everybody.
Okay.
YCS Live for Jerome. Now let's throw it back on over to
I
the
mean,
casters to
yeah,
get their thoughts,
it's-
'cause that was a big one.
It's good.
All right.
I think
you, Genghis.
it's a
That
good
was an
lick.
Epic
Lick,
moment
lick,
to hear about
yeah,
that update
list.
from the Forbidden Unlimited list with those
I think it's a good
reactions.
list.
It looks like everyone-
Final thoughts. I think this was a sick way to do the ban list. They always have to do it this way now, which is good, because it means the ban lists are a lot more predictable. If they're being announced at events, you just know that, hey, is there an event coming up and is it ban list season? Well, guess what? We're getting the ban list at the end of that event. This was smart, this was brilliant, I loved the way they did this. I think the presentation actually made the ban list received more well, because if you watch that presentation as it was, as opposed to just opening Twitter and seeing the ban list, you get a lot more into the unlits. In terms of the ban list itself, I think this is a good ban list. I think it's a big step forward. All the stuff coming to Unlimited is good for the game. More stuff Unlimited is good for people and the dance decks they want to play. I think all the stuff coming to 2 or going to 2 is good. There's nothing wrong with any of these. Most of these could just go to 3, basically. Tsuchidoko is a weird one. I think they're trying to balance it in Jackalope. A bit of a Destiny Hero Militia situation is what it is. I think Barrage coming to 1 is interesting without the rest of the Zodiac stuff. We know that it can do nothing based on Master Duels, so I think they could just put it all to 3 and move on. All the stuff going to 1, though, is positive for the game. No one is going to complain about any of these unless you're running it. In terms of the overall health of Yu-Gi-Oh!, all this was meant to happen, had to happen. The bans are the bit of the weird one. Hitting Nightmare and Jaugen's obvious, getting rid of those weird floodgates that just can be run by Sanctifier and other things, even though Brand is not even really there anymore. And then Original Zipper Falls to 1 allows us to move on from Fire into a new era in 2025 with Ryziel and Malice. I think this list is good. I think what's going to bother a lot of people is this list is very based on decks. It's not based on broad staples, like maybe we thought we would see with Shifter, D-Barrier, Prosby, some of these other cards that we thought might end up getting hit on this list that can be played in every deck. That said, if we're going to have a ban list that only hits decks, specific decks, and not being broad to staples, this is probably the best list we could have gotten. I wouldn't have minded maybe a more Fiendsmith hits, mainly because the way that does still get played in Ryziel. But let's be honest, we're not going to get real big Fiendsmith hits until we get their reprints in the tins next year. Overall, I think we could have had more stuff coming back. Master Duel is going to be the big test for that now with their ban list that just dropped. If that has no effect on Master Duel's meta, I can very much see us going all in on duplicating them. The few things that I just don't understand why we don't have back yet is Electromite. It's at 1 in every other form. It's at 1 or more in every other format, and does nothing. Give Pendulum something, Konami. The TCG branch absolutely hates Pendulums with a passion, and you just feel it. You just can't help but feel it every time. And that's just unfortunate. That said, I'm actually genuinely happy with this list, and I think it's good for the games going forward. I'm looking forward to seeing what Supreme Darkness does to shake up and see if other decks can break into that Ryziel Malice meta. Particularly stuff that can maybe play around D-Barrier or rely on Shifter to then have an impact against those decks themselves. Interesting times ahead for the game.